Shalom, shalom. All praises, honor, and glory as always be unto Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua B'Hashem Rakak Wadash, which is the Paleo Hebrew for the name of the Heavenly Father, the Ancient of Days, the Creator of all energy, being Yahweh, and that of His Son, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus, being Yahweh Shai. Those are the only names in which salvation may be obtained, whether you've been given the Spirit to receive that knowledge or not. I'd like to give double honors unto the elders and the apostles at GMS Great Millstone who have taught me this truth through the Spirit and power of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua, and peace, love, blessings, salutations be unto the elect of the nation of Israel, beginning with 144,000 prophets, all the way down to the remaining elect of our nation, prophesied to come out of the lies and the deceits of this world, to leave the comfort, you see, the tit, if you will, of the Caucasoid. You see, this wicked, cruel oppressor with these bread and circuses he's given you, all right, as an illusion of freedom, and return unto the true comfort, man, the true comforter, which is given through Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai, man. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it, man. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up where I left off. Yesterday I was going in on the basically judgment, making its way towards comfortabilities of this world, man, which is ultimately why these people are gonna prescribe themselves, you see, or subscribe themselves to Esau by taking that charagma, man, because they don't want to leave the comforts that they've had a taste of, which really are not comforts, man. All right, the little things that they've been giving out here, it's really not much. And since I keep mentioning this comfort, man, I'm gonna go ahead and just grab a quick precept out of Revelation 12, which kind of describes how we would be given food, would be nurtured while we're in this time of captivity, man. You can see I got a few precepts written there. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 12 and verse 6. It says, "And the woman fled into the wilderness, where she hath a place prepared of God, that they should feed her there 1,260 days." So basically, it's just representing the time frame, showing you how Israel would be comforted in this place for a particular time, man. But you see, it's going to lead to a time of this so-called comfort being disturbed, which is going to bring in the coming of our King, as we see the 7th verse. "And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought against his angels and prevailed not, neither was there any place found any more in heaven." So basically, man, this beast system, you see, set up this cruel beast that's ruling over the world that I made mention of a minute ago, all right, is gonna try to defend its rule against the coming of our King, man. That's what this whole thing is about. That's why he's going to cause this charagma to be pushed on a high level. That's why you see him pushing forth this brain chip. Basically, Esau is trying to, establish himself in the covenant, man. He's trying to remake the covenant that he lost going all the way back to ancient times. He is trying to be the ruler of this world, and he's trying to solidify that by putting everybody under his foot, man. But our King's going to come and destroy his ass, as we just read, man. But the point being, showing you this comfort that's getting ready to be disturbed. I want to grab these couple precepts real quick, too. As we got Isaiah 31 and 2. Go ahead and grab that real quick. Jeremiah, Salakia. The book of Jeremiah. Chapter 31 and verse 2, and it reads, "Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, the people which were left of the sword found grace in the wilderness, even Israel, when I went to cause him to rest. And Yahweh had appeared of old unto me, saying, Yea, I have loved thee with an everlasting love, therefore the loving kindness have I drawn thee." Right? So basically showing you, man, how we'd be led into a time of grace. You see, we'd be led into a time of grace, and that's what we're having right now. You see, this time of grace that's set up in the wilderness, which, we're going to get this example in First Esdras, which I believe goes into, when we were captives among the so-called Persian captivity, man. All right. Second Esdras chapter 8. Verse was at 79 and 80. One more page. And it reads, "And to discover unto us a light in the house of the Lord our power, and to give us food in the time of our servitude. Yeah, when we were in bondage, we were not forsaken of the Lord, but he made us gracious before the kings of Persia, so that they could give us food." So basically, man, when we were led into these various captivities, you see how they were used for an example of comfort, really, man. All right. The Heavenly Father has really been with us throughout all these captivities, man. Even though he allowed these heathen nations to do everything that they have done to us, you see, the Heavenly Father has caused a remnant to be reserved this entire time, man. The Heavenly Father has caused us to not totally and utterly be destroyed, man. Even today, we have this, these food stamps and, these different comforts that get us by, right, on our day-to-day basis in this world, which, a lot of our people have taken that and have been blinded to think that this is the way of life, man. This is living. This is true comfort, free food, bless Esau. Which is why, at the end of the day, man, you are going to be the ones to drink the poison, so to speak, man. To take that etching, that charagma, and solidify yourself, subscribe yourself as a servant of Esau Edom, man. All right. While the elect, that preserved multitude, all right, is leaving off from the creation, leaving off from Esau Edom, and returning to the Creator, man. All right. So this is when I say Esau Edom, I'm referring to the original so-called white man. All right. The physical counterpart of the spiritual demon Satan, as prophecy and as history has exposed him to be so. All right. This is book of Isaiah chapter 47. All right, because you're going to be in a pitiful case, those of you who give up your hands to this oppressor to deliver you, man, to defend you from the judgment that you're going to see on this earth come soon. This is the book of Isaiah chapter 47 and verse 12. It says, "Stand now with thine enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If so be thou shalt be able to profit, if so be thou mayest prevail. Thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels. Let now the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee." So basically, man, everything that they put their hands into in this new world order and all their power is all going to come to naught, man. And if they cannot defend themselves against the prophecies that have been pronounced against them, then how much more are they not going to be able to defend you, man? You who are depending on their strength for your salvation, man. And why is it that you're going to do this? Because you're carnal. There is no faith within you, man. If you had faith, you would already believe that these prophecies will stand sure and overcome him, which it's just unbelievable how these people don't have that faith, man. To us anyway. You see, because already we've seen these prophecies coming to pass. Now you have all these so-called world-wise economists popping out the woodwork telling you, oh man, the economy's falling and this is going on. And you have people that are following Alex Jones and all these different people who are trying to tell in the know, right? Woke, as they like to say. When all this is prophecy, man, why are you listening to these people? Because you are carnal. You see, You'll give anybody the credit before you give the credit to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, man. All right, which is why you're going to be smoked up right along with these people you listening to, man. The blind lead the blind, both shall fall into a ditch, right? Verse 14, behold, they shall be as stubble, and the fire shall burn them up, right? The very same instrument of warfare that you created, being the beginning with atomic warfare, is going to smoke you up in this form of nuclear warfare, man. 200 million thermonuclear missiles prophesied to hit America, which is the controlling point of this beast system, man. All right, the whore that sitteth upon the beast, if you will. It says, they shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame, that shall not be a coal to warm at, nor fire to sit before it. So that's how hot it's going to be, man. That's how quick this destruction is going to take place, right? There shall not be a coal to warm at, neither a fire to set before it. So this fire is going to come and consume before like that, man. You see? And be not deceived, man. For those of you that are receiving that punishment, the Heavenly Father could slow it down within your mind. All right? This is the time of the Heavenly Father's judgment coming to pass. This ain't no time of no, light affliction taking place, man. This is the Heavenly Father's final swoop, man. If for lack of a better word, man. All right? So you best know and understand that it's going to be heavy, man. And it's going to come in its worst shape, form, or fashion for those of you who receive it, which is what gives us the motivation to stay far from it. This is the Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 17, and verse, let's see, where do I want to start here, man? Verse 7. As for the illusions of art magic, because this is what, during the time of ancient Egypt, when the Heavenly Father brought this judgment upon these Egyptians, which we all know this story, man, which brings to mind the prophecies of this story of ancient Egypt and what happened there, no longer being remembered after what takes place here in America, man, what takes place with this current beast system. You see, that's going to be the ultimate show. You see, this right here is something that we are able to reflect on now, and how the Heavenly Father destroyed man, women, and children, the firstborn sons of Egypt even, man, and put darkness upon them. And what happened to those that they had their trust in? Their dark magic holders, right? Let's see. They were put down, and their vaunting in wisdom was reproved with disgrace, right? These were the wise men, and the Heavenly Father made them a disgrace among their people, among all those that sought them for their help, you see, for their salvation. It says, so again, man, this is going to be the case that you are in when you see your precious Caucasoid falling in distraughtness and destruction, man, and everything that he's put before you coming to nothing. And you're gonna be sorry that you took that charagma, man. Going on verse 8, it says, for they that promised to drive away terrors and troubles from a sick soul were sick themselves of fear, worthy to be laughed at. So they were so broken down and so even terrified that it was something to be laughed at, man. That's why, what does the book of Proverbs say, man? I will laugh at your calamity. You see? What did we get? We get earlier with, I think it was Psalms 57 on the last video. You see that inspired this, this one. The righteous will dance in the blood of the wicked, man. This is going to be a time, that ultimate I told you so time, man. Seeing them with that distraught face. What did Isaiah say, man? That why am I seeing men looking like they're women in travail, looking like they're giving birth as a woman, having that look upon their face because of their fear, because of this judgment, man, because of what will be taking place on this earth. Verse 9, it says, for though no terrible thing did fear them, yet being scared with beasts that pass by and hissing of serpents, they died for fear, Deny what scripture say, that you shall seek death and not find it. Denying that they saw the error, which could of no side be avoided. So everything was scaring the hell out of these people, man. The Heavenly Father had them in such a place of fear that a gust of wind would fly by and have them shit in their pants, man. The Heavenly Father, man, ain't no joke, ain't no power to be played with, man. You see? He is not a power to be made of lightly, you see? Most High has a sense of humor, man. And there's going to be a time where this is going to be the time where the righteous are really, man, soaking it up, what's taking place with all you that depended upon Esau, Edom. All you scoffers and all you mockers, man. This is Isaiah chapter 36. Slovakia. 36 and verse 6, and it reads, Slovakia. 36 and verse 6, it says, Isaiah, then shall the lame man, Slovakia 35. This is Isaiah chapter 36 and verse 6. Lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt. Right. You had people in the time where Egypt was in rulership, was some kind of power to be feared in the flesh. You had Israelites that were depending upon them, man, which the Heavenly Father's using the analogy of a broken reed. Whereupon if a man leans, so if you take a staff, right, that is broken and you lean on it, what's going to happen? It will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him. Right? You see? So you put your trust in this world, you put your trust in the powers that be, and they can't defend themselves. How much more are they going to be able to defend you, man? You're going to be made a laughing stock, seeing that those who you put trust in can't even protect themselves from the hell that the Heavenly Father has pronounced against this place. So with that, Lord willing, this edifying. Once more, I'm going to say, Call Allah Yamla Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakak Wadash. Double honors unto the elders and the apostles at GMS Great Millstone, and peace, love, blessings, salutations unto you hopeful members of the elect who are doing the best to make the calling of your election sure. Hey, we're going to have a time of laughing, man. We're going to have a time of rejoicement, you see? We have great times ahead of us, man. But first, we got to get through the lows. Shalom.